Most people think saving money is impossible when you're barely making enough to get by. Bills, rent, food. It feels like your paycheck disappears the second you get it. No matter how hard you try, there's nothing left to save. But here's the truth. Saving money isn't just about how much you make. It's about how you manage what you have. And right now, most people are doing it wrong. A shocking 64% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, even those earning six figures. That proves one thing. Making more money won't fix bad financial habits, but learning how to save smarter will. In this video, I'll show you 7 simple but powerful budgeting hacks that will help you save money, even on a low income. These aren't generic tips. You'll get practical, real-world strategies that actually work. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do to start saving right away. Welcome to Smart Money Vids, where we explore the habits, mindsets, and strategies that set the wealthy apart from the rest. If you're ready to take control of your financial future, make sure to subscribe. Let's dive in. You've probably heard of the 50-30-20 rule, where you spend 50% of your income on needs, 30% on wants, and 20% on savings or debt. Sounds great in theory, but if you're barely covering the basics, that 20% savings goal feels impossible. Here's the fix. Instead of following someone else's perfect formula, adjust it to fit your reality. If you can't save 20%, start with just 5%. If that's too much, start with 1%. What matters isn't how much you save at the beginning. It's that you build the habit of saving something every month. Let's say you bring home $2,000 a month. Instead of stressing over an unrealistic goal, you could try a 60-30-10 plan. 60% goes to essentials like rent, food, and bills. 30% for things you enjoy. And 10% for savings or debt. And if that's still too tight, make it 70-25-5. The percentages don't matter. What matters is that you start. Most people struggle to save because they're losing money in the wrong places. The top 3 silent budget killers are housing, food, and transportation. Housing. If rent is eating up most of your paycheck, you have 3 options: negotiate, downsize, or find a way to lower your housing costs creatively. You'd be surprised how often landlords are willing to lower rent if you just ask, especially if you've been a reliable tenant. If that's not an option, consider moving just a few miles outside a high-cost area, which can save you hundreds of dollars a month. Or, if you have extra space, think about renting out a room to a roommate or listing it on a short-term rental site to offset your rent. Some people even rent out a parking space if they live in a busy area. Small changes like these can cut your housing costs without having to move. Food. The average person spends over $300 a month eating out. That's nearly $4,000 a year, just on restaurants. A simple way to cut this without feeling deprived? Start by replacing 1 restaurant meal per week with home-cooked food. That alone can save you at least $150 a month. Transportation. If you're financing a car, you're likely spending hundreds of dollars a month on payments, insurance, and interest. The best move: drive a paid-off used car instead of a new one. If that's not possible yet, try cutting out unnecessary trips, carpooling, or using public transport a few times a week to save on gas. Look at your last month's expenses and find one category to reduce. It doesn't have to be drastic. Even cutting just one of these money drains could free up $200, $300, or even $500 a month, without making you feel like you're living on scraps. Saving is hard when you have to think about it. So don't. Automate it instead. If you get paid through direct deposit, set up an automatic transfer, even if it's just $5 per paycheck. If you don't see it, you won't miss it. Another trick? Use banking apps that round up your purchases and save the spare change. These small, automatic amounts add up over time, without you even trying. To supercharge this, create a separate savings account that's harder to access. If your savings sit in the same account as your spending money, you'll be tempted to dip into it. Moving it elsewhere makes it easier to forget and harder to spend. Want an extra boost? Try increasing your automated savings by 1% every few months. It's a small change, but over time, it makes a big difference. Cards make it easy to swipe and forget. But when you use cash, you feel the money leaving your hands. That emotional connection makes you think twice before spending. Withdraw a set amount for groceries, entertainment, or dining out. Once that cash is gone, that's it. No more spending in that category until the next month. The cash envelope system works well for this. Label envelopes for categories like food, shopping, or fun money, and put a set amount of cash inside. Seeing the physical money helps you stay disciplined. If carrying cash isn't convenient, use prepaid debit cards for specific expenses. Load a set amount and use it only for planned purchases. This keeps your spending in check without completely giving up the ease of digital payments. You're probably overpaying for something right now. The good news, a quick call can fix that. Contact your phone, internet, or insurance provider and ask for discounts. Many companies will lower your bill just to keep you as a customer. If they refuse, threaten to switch providers. Often, that's enough to unlock hidden deals. Also, check your bank statements for unused subscriptions. Streaming services, gym memberships, and premium apps add up fast. If you're not using it, cancel it. Want to save even more? Try bundling services like internet and phone or switching to a family plan. Also, consider downgrading to a lower tier subscription. You might not even notice the difference. And here's a little known trick. Some banks and credit cards refund fees if you call and ask. If you've been hit with overdraft fees or late charges, request a one-time waiver. Many companies will grant it, especially if you're a long-time customer. Most people save what's left after spending. The problem? There's usually nothing left. Flip the script, pay yourself first. Set aside money for savings before anything else, even if it's just $20. Treat savings like a bill. Automate it so you never forget. Over time, this habit will build real financial security. To stay motivated, set specific savings goals. Instead of just saving money, decide what you're saving for: a $1,000 emergency fund, a vacation, or a down payment on a car. Having a clear goal makes it easier to stick with the habit. And remember, every dollar you save today is a dollar you won't have to stress about tomorrow. Even small amounts add up faster than you think. There's only so much you can cut, but there's no limit to how much you can earn. Start small. Sell things you don't use, pick up freelance work, or try a side hustle. Even an extra $100 a month can speed up your savings. Look for quick wins, things that require little effort but generate extra cash. Sell unused items on Facebook Marketplace, drive for Uber on weekends, or offer simple services like pet sitting or house cleaning. Long-term, invest in skills that boost your income. Learning a high-demand skill like coding, digital marketing, or graphic design can open doors to better-paying opportunities. Online courses and YouTube tutorials make it easier than ever to upgrade your skills for free or cheap. Another option? Negotiate your salary. If you've been at your job for a while and have proven your value, ask for a raise. A 5 to 10% salary bump could be worth thousands over time. More income means less stress and more freedom. The key is to start now. Saving money on a low income isn't impossible. It's about making small, smart choices that add up over time. Start where you are, use these strategies, and watch your savings grow. At Smart Money Vids, we're all about turning knowledge into action. Check the description for helpful tools and subscribe for more life-changing insights. What's one saving strategy you're going to try first? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.